So it is currently December 23rd. Yes, tomorrow is Christmas Eve, and I've literally done no decorating, but so like 3-4 days ago I took a pregnancy test, and I totally expected that it would be negative because I've had absolutely no symptoms at all, and this is my 4th pregnancy. And every time I know I'm super pregnant, like I'm like, okay, I know I'm pregnant like at least a week before I miss my period. And this time my period was like 1 day late, so I was like, why don't I just take a pregnancy test? And it was positive. Like, what? At first I was like, okay, well maybe this is fake or something, or maybe the baby's not gonna make it. I still kind of feel like that just because I have no symptoms, but I've been taking a test every day and they're getting like a little bit darker every day, so far so good. Even though I'm not nauseous, I'm not tired, I'm not peeing a ton, my boobs don't hurt, nothing at all. It's so weird. With my first pregnancy I was like, okay, I must be pregnant because I am peeing like every 2 seconds. My second pregnancy, I think like the day after I got pregnant, I was like, I know I'm pregnant. Like, I just knew I was. And my third pregnancy, I had like a couple little, like, my boobs hurt a little bit or whatever, but this time nothing. So I am like so excited, but I have been getting like a lot of cramping, so of course that makes me nervous of like an ectopic pregnancy or something, but hopefully baby is fine. And I'm so excited. Like, I should be due in the end of August, which is kind of cool to me because my first child was born on August 14th, so it's kind of like the same timing as the first time I found out I was pregnant, and this is probably our last baby, so it's cool. I like that that's how it happened. So I'm just gonna make this into like a little bit of a video of the next few weeks, because, and then I'll just combine it because I obviously like don't want to post it yet because I usually don't post anything about my pregnancies until I'm like 20 weeks along, but I probably will a little bit sooner this time. And I know I definitely want a home birth for sure, and I'm just so excited. Another little baby to hold. I just hope that my body can handle it because my last pregnancy was so hard, so hard. I had horrible sciatic nerve pain from like 27 weeks on, where some days I couldn't even get out of bed. It was so bad, and I was nauseous and throwing up until about 28 weeks, which was so not fun. But hopefully, because I don't have any symptoms, so hopefully baby is okay and this pregnancy will be easier. Actually, maybe I do have one symptom, I guess that's the word. I just want to clean everything. Like nesting already at 4 weeks pregnant. Oh boy. Hey guys, it is now December 30th, Sunday, 2018. I'm so excited. The year is almost over, which means I only have 1 day left of my goal of reaching 1 year vegan. Can't even believe it that it's here already. So I am now about 5.5 weeks pregnant and still feel exactly the same. I guess it's only been about a week since my last update video, but I still don't feel pregnant. I don't have any symptoms. Still some cramping, and that's it. And maybe like aversions to food. All I want is pasta with butter, gluten-free pasta with butter and nutritional yeast, and nothing else. That's it. Nothing else. And coffee. Lots of coffee, which I know you're not supposed to have, but my other 3 kids turned out just fine, so I don't really limit my coffee. I listen to my body. Speaking of kids, there's one little cutie, and my other little cutie, she's gonna be 4 this year on Valentine's Day. I don't even know how that happened. So I hope everyone has a great new year, and yeah, I know this will definitely be posted way after New Year's, but I don't know what he's gonna do when the new baby comes because he is so attached to me. Even if the other kids are like sleeping on me or sitting on my lap, he freaks out. Even my husband can't touch me. Just freak out and start crying and like screaming and gets really mad. So I don't know what he's gonna do. He's gonna be kicked off his throne a little bit. Poor little baby. And this little girl, I know she's gonna be excited. She's so good with her little brother. I still haven't told them yet. I really want to, but not yet. Soon. Oh, she has a little bit of a cold, so she's snoring there. This is my favorite part of the day. I love snuggling him to sleep at nap time. So I think first pregnancy symptom finally hit me. I woke up this morning and I was so dizzy and just exhausted, and I've been exhausted all day. Just so tired. Like, I want to take a nap even though I just drank a ton of coffee. Oh boy. Well, I'm kind of glad that I finally feel a little bit pregnant. I am 6 weeks pregnant today. Today is January 2nd, 2019. Yes. And I finally got, oh my gosh, so sick yesterday. Not happy about it. But it is nice to feel a little pregnant even if I do feel horrible. I ate like 2 Oreos yesterday, and before I even finished them, I had the worst headache. Like, it just came on instantly. And I had a headache, and then like about a half an hour later I started getting like weird spots in my eyes, and I felt like so dizzy. I thought I was going to pass out. And we went for a car ride because it was New Year's Day, so we went for a car ride, and I was so sick I thought I was going to throw up a couple times. And then we were walking around the mall, and I noticed like my fingers started falling asleep. It started with like the middle one, and then it moved to the 2 around it, and I could feel it like moving up my hand. It was such a weird feeling. And then yeah, that was pretty much it. We came home, and I was still sick on the way home, but not as bad. I just kept thinking I was gonna throw up in the mall. So not fun. Yeah, so that is my 6-week update, and haven't gained any weight yet. I lost a pound actually, probably because I haven't felt good. I went to the chiropractor today and I told him what was going on yesterday. He recommended more zinc, to start taking some zinc and to see if that helps, which is kind of funny to me because I've been craving nutritional yeast lately, and after eating a ton of it I noticed that it had zinc in it, and I woke up this morning thinking that I really wanted to make a bone broth, and I don't know if I will or not because I haven't had any meat in a year, but I'm not against it if I feel like that's what my body needs. And I know bone broth is extremely healing to the gut and to the body and very nourishing, so I'm not really against that as long as they are like, I know where the cows came from basically. So yeah, well treated cows that were raised healthily, not factory farm. So I don't know if I will or not, but perhaps. And I was still so sick today. I had the headache all day, and I drank some coffee maybe 2 hours ago, so I'm feeling a little bit better. The coffee helped, but it is hard. That is the hardest when, like, you know you can't even take Advil because it's bad for the baby. And I mean, obviously I don't take Advil much anyways, but yeah, so that's where I'm at. And maybe I'll put this guy down in his bed and do a little belly update. I'll show you my 6-week belly baby bump. So remember, this is baby number 4. I don't really have much of anything yet, so let's see. I kind of never really lost this. It's kind of just always been there. Yep. Not much there, just a little bit, but that's pretty much all just always been there because I don't do much of any exercise, so a little bit here or there. But I don't know, I always have a hard time exercising at all. Doing even sit-ups just make me really like lightheaded, and I have a hard time doing them. But I have been doing some squats and lunges this week to kind of help get things in shape, because last time I had really bad sciatic nerve pain, which was horrible, so I really don't want to get that again. And I have been having, like, right in here on the side, it's been hurting, like it feels like I pulled something, and it's just been like the last 2 weeks, so I know it's something from the baby. So that's my 6-week update, and I will be back soon. So it is about 1 o'clock in the morning, 1:30, and I am up because we are headed to the airport, about to go to Mexico for a couple weeks, and I am 7 weeks and 1 day pregnant, and I already have a belly. This is pretty crazy. I don't know if you can see that if it's too dark, but I got so sick this week. I threw up one day, and then after that I was just like super nauseous, and if I didn't eat every 2 hours I was so sick. And then I went to my chiropractor and told him, and he gave me some AF beta food, I think it's called, and it has worked wonders. I feel so much better, no more nausea. It's amazing. So yep, 7 weeks, and I'm feeling pretty good right now. Tired because I didn't sleep at all last night. Well, it's still last night. We have about a 2-hour drive to the airport, so I'm about to go wake up the kids, and I will hopefully give you an update on my 8-week baby bump. So today is our last day in Mahahual, Mexico. We're staying at the Alpalina, I think that's how you say it, beach resort, and it is sunrise right now. And I really don't want to leave. We stayed here for 4 days. Today's Friday. We got here on Monday. It's just been so nice. I am currently 8.5 weeks pregnant. It was definitely hard getting getting enough food here. The breakfasts were fine, but other than that, trying to stay vegan, it was definitely challenging. I did actually eat a couple of pieces of shrimp because I just felt so weak and exhausted. My belly kind of comes and goes. Some days I have it and some days I don't. Right now there's not much. Not much of a belly, just a little bit sunburnt. A lot sunburnt, actually. My back is so sunburnt, but yeah, I've just been nauseous. That's about it. But pretty good. So I am 10 weeks and 1 day today. It is Thursday, January 31st, 2019, and I'm sorry I missed my 9-week update, but we were in Mexico and it was like the last day or two of our trip, and I don't know, I had other things on my mind, I guess. So I'm sorry. This trimester, first trimester, has been the most boring first trimester I have ever had. I mean, I figured it'd be at least a little bit more exciting, you know, but I haven't been nauseous. Okay, I have been nauseous, that's it. A little bit of nausea. Hardly even tired. Like extra tired. I'm definitely tired from keeping up with 3 little monkeys, but not really extra tired, not where like exhausted all day long. I haven't really had that. Going to bed a little bit earlier, but not too much. And I've only thrown up 1 time, and that's about it. So unexciting. Usually my pregnancies, the first trimester, I'm like exhausted, taking naps every afternoon. Even when I was only pregnant with my first and I didn't have anybody else to take care of, I would still take naps in the afternoon. I would be throwing up and sick, especially the last one. I was so sick all the time. But I did start getting a belly, so I'll have to show you that. And just today I put my jeans on and I was like, okay, what is this? These are a little bit tight, so I'll show you that. A little bit of a belly, a little bit tight, tiny little bit, which it doesn't look like much, but for 10 weeks, that seems like a bit, because usually I don't get a belly until, like, my clothes don't start getting tight until at least 12 weeks, and that was when I was 10-15 pounds heavier than I am now. 15, yeah, maybe even 20 pounds heavier than I am right now. And with my first baby, it was like probably at least 15-17 weeks before my pants started really getting tight. No, even then I still remember wearing my normal jeans at 17 weeks pregnant. So I mean, I know the first baby is different. You definitely like get a belly a lot quicker when it's your second, third, fourth, fifth baby, you know, but it's just so early. It feels like to already have a belly, but everyone keeps joking that I'm gonna have twins, so I guess we'll find out sooner or later, but I really don't think it's twins just because I've been so not sick. Like, I keep forgetting that I'm pregnant because I don't feel pregnant. Like, I don't feel pregnant at all most of the time. So I've been more on the end of like, I hope the baby's okay because I don't feel pregnant. But so that was my long drawn out 10-week update, and I will be back. Bye. Hello. So I am sorry. I am in my second trimester now. It's February 28th and I am 14 weeks in a couple days, and I guess I missed a couple weeks there. And it's kind of funny because I was listening back to the last video I did and a little update there, and I was saying how this was like the most uneventful first trimester, so boring, and then I haven't done any updates because I was so sick. Like, oh, that's what I get for saying that it was so easy. It like hit me hard. Like, everything was making me sick. I couldn't eat anything. I actually ended up eating some chicken and some eggs. I've eaten eggs a couple of times, but they make me really sick anyway. So, and the chicken made me really sick too. So I don't even know why I bother eating it, but I ate it because I was just so hungry and nothing sounded good. Everything was making me sick. Yeah. So I got some barley grass juice powder, I think that's what it's called. It's like your daily green boost maybe, and some protein powder. So I've been trying to eat more smoothies with like spinach in it and those two things with bananas, and I feel like that's been helping a lot, and probably just because I'm now in my second trimester has made a big difference. I can tell like the last maybe 3, 4, 5 days I haven't been feeling quite so sick, and food isn't quite so disgusting as it was. But yeah, I just thought it was really funny, and I did make it sound in that last update that I wasn't sick at all, but like in Mexico I was pretty sick. I was having a hard time eating food, and like they just wouldn't give me enough food. Like, I'd ask for rice and beans and something would get lost in translation and I would get like a tiny little bit, and I started getting like aversions to a lot of vegetables. So I was having a hard time eating in Mexico, and I did eat some meat and stuff just to survive, and I really didn't want to eat any of it, but it was either that or like be really sick because I was getting to the point where I wasn't getting enough protein. And I would even ask for like broccoli and they would bring me carrots when I knew they had broccoli, like stuff like that, and I was just so shaky from not enough calories, not enough protein, I think. And so yeah, Mexico was actually hard. I don't know why I made it sound so easy, but it was really challenging. And then when I got home, it was still pretty hard. Yeah, especially the last week or so. But other than that, I've been feeling pretty good lately. Not too tired. Oh, I did go through like, yeah, the last 3 weeks. All this time I didn't update. I wasn't sleeping at night. I would go like, I wouldn't be able to fall asleep, or I would wake up at like 3 o'clock and I would go to sleep at like 1 o'clock. I'd wake up at like 3 or 4 o'clock and just not be able to fall asleep. And I would just be up so much of the night, and that was exhausting. So we actually got a new bed. We got a Tuft & Needle mattress, and that has made the world of a difference. And I've also started taking some holy basil when, like, every few days. My midwife said it was okay, but not to overdo it. And also some St. John's wort a little bit. And the combination of those 3 things has really helped me sleep. I think especially the mattress, because the one we had before was just so hard and I couldn't get comfortable, and I just had like knots in my back all the time, and now I'm much better. My back still hurts a little bit, but not like it did before, and sleeping has become a lot easier. So yeah, that's my little update. The end of my first trimester. If you have any questions for anything I missed or anything like that, please leave a comment below and I will do my best to answer them all. And you can also follow me over on Instagram. I am plant-based homemaker over there. And let me know if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and let me know when you want to see next from me. And I guess that's it. My first trimester really wasn't that exciting, but I'm excited for the second trimester. I guess the hardest thing, honestly, about it being my 4th pregnancy is like every single day, every moment is bittersweet because I know it's probably my last pregnancy and I just want to enjoy it, because if it were up to me I would have like 3 more kids. I just love kids. I've always wanted a big family, and so I mean it's kind of bittersweet because I'll probably never experience a first trimester again. And so yeah, if you have any questions for me, leave them in the comments and maybe I will do a belly update after I put this guy in his bed. So I just went to put the baby to bed and all 3 of my kids are sleeping. I put them down for a nap like an hour or so earlier than I usually do because my husband's supposed to come home. We're gonna go grocery shopping, and all 3 of them are sleeping. Like, what is this? This never ever happens. Anyways, here's my 14-week belly. I'm finally like definitely popped here. Pardon the mess in the back. I really need to clean. That's what I'm gonna do right now. So this is my belly at 14 weeks. It definitely like comes and goes. But like, I feel huge. Like, doesn't that look huge? I feel like I am ginormous for 14 weeks. I usually, with my first baby, I didn't look like this until at least like 23 weeks. So I guess it's just a 4th baby thing. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, thanks for watching this video. Let me know if you have any questions. Leave them in the comments. Bye guys.